Welcome back, traders. In today's analysis, we're breaking down the Cardano ADA USD daily chart, using a full suite of AI-driven and traditional indicators to evaluate where ADA might be heading next. We'll analyze both predictive indicators, the infinity signal and the Lindsey Trident, along with lagging indicators like the Machine Learning RSI and adaptive SuperTrend. We'll also interpret the Linear Regression channel and the latest Heikin Ashi candle to identify key price action signals. Starting from the top, the Algo Alpha adaptive SuperTrend remains red, confirming that ADA is still under a bearish trend environment. This tells us that sellers are maintaining control of short-term direction. However, the candle sizes have noticeably shrunk, showing that bearish momentum is beginning to weaken. When SuperTrend remains bearish but volatility compresses, it often precedes a potential reversal setup, a transition zone where market sentiment begins to shift. Next, the Lindsey Trident, one of the predictive tools, provides an interesting forecast. Its algorithm suggests that downward momentum could bottom out near October 25th, which aligns with the small red label on the chart that reads, "The current downward price momentum is expected to bottom out here, Oct 25th." This means that, according to the Lindsey model, the current decline may soon lose strength and transition into a sideways or corrective phase. This indicator focuses on pattern recognition and rate of change analysis, giving traders an early warning of where reversals may form before traditional lagging tools can confirm it. Moving to the infinity signal, another predictive tool powered by AI, this indicator projects short-term stochastic behavior into the future using momentum mapping. The lighter gray line represents a continuation of the green line, while the darker gray line represents a continuation of the red line. Right now, the projection shows these two momentum curves beginning to rise and converge, suggesting an approaching bullish crossover late in October. When this crossover completes, it often indicates an early momentum shift from bearish to bullish, an important precondition for a rebound. The Linear Regression channel, visible as the blue and red shaded bands across the chart, provides the statistical mean and deviation boundaries for ADA's price movement. Currently, price action has fallen to the lower half of the regression channel, deep within the red zone. This positioning shows that ADA is oversold relative to its mean trend, and that downside extension is becoming statistically limited. In simpler terms, the regression channel suggests that ADA has likely reached the lower boundary of its expected range, and unless strong new selling enters, a mean reversion bounce toward the midpoint is becoming increasingly likely. Now let's examine the Machine Learning RSI, one of the lagging tools. It's still in negative territory, confirming that momentum remains bearish overall. However, notice how the red histogram bars are shrinking in size. This shows selling pressure weakening. As this histogram lightens or begins shifting toward aqua green, it typically signals the early stages of a rebound. Now to the most recent Heikin Ashi candle. It's red, but the body is smaller with a lower wick. This structure means sellers are losing conviction and buyers are starting to absorb downward pressure. It's an early but important potential exhaustion signal. On this chart, the red balloons highlight critical points of interest. The resistance marker at around 76 cents identifies the most recent upper pivot where ADA failed to hold momentum. The bottoming projection note near October 25th marks where AI-based momentum models expect the current decline to flatten out. These annotations help visualize how predictive tools and price structure converge, together implying that ADA's downtrend may soon lose steam. Here's what the indicators collectively suggest. Predictive tools, infinity signal and Lindsey Trident both forecast momentum exhaustion and a possible reversal zone around October 25th. Lagging tools, Machine Learning RSI and SuperTrend still show bearish structure but with fading strength. Linear regression confirms ADA is trading at the lower boundary of its statistical range, increasing the probability of a mean reversion bounce. And the Heikin Ashi candle signals the first signs of bearish exhaustion. Together, these readings point toward a potential stabilization and rebound setup, likely forming within the next week, if support near 60 cents holds. So, in summary, while ADA remains in a bearish environment, predictive AI-based signals are flashing early warnings of a potential bottoming phase. If you found this analysis helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more AI-powered crypto analysis videos. Leave a comment below if you'd like me to cover another project next, maybe Solana, XRP, or VeChain.